All right, this is day 9 done. I actually finished this one yesterday, but it was pretty late at night. It was like 1 in the morning, and I was too tired to make a video, so I'm making it today. I also wrote another song today, but I didn't finish it. I didn't write the chorus yet, so I'll do that tomorrow morning. Hopefully get 2 done tomorrow so that I'm on track. All right, here we go. So the idea from this one stemmed from the melody in the chorus. I have like a melody line in the chorus, and just kind of went from there. This is in 6. I usually write in 4, but this one I wrote in 6. I'm kind of blanking on what to talk about because I did this yesterday, so I'm like, it's not fresh in my brain of all the little things that I did. Yeah, this one is definitely more in like, I wanted to write more as like a pop song, I guess, but I don't know if it really turned out that way. I think it turned out pretty indie, like alternative rock. I think a lot of that's just the guitar tone. Like, I think if I had an acoustic guitar, it would change the way it sounded a lot, but I don't have an acoustic guitar here, so it's just my Telecaster, which, you know, of course it sounds indie because that's the sound of indie rock, is the Telecaster. Also pretty bare bones on the synths. I think I only have 7 here. Yeah, I guess I don't know if you call that bare bones, but to me it's less than I would do, or less than I have in the past. This is also a pretty long one. It came out 3.5 minutes, which I think is probably the longest one that I've ever written. I mean, of course all the other ones I write could be longer, but I only keep them like 8-measure sections, like only 8 measures. So of course they could be longer if I made it longer, 16. And this is all pretty much 8 too. Some of them, there's one of them that's like 8 and then it has a measure of 3 at the end going out of the first chorus just to give a little more space. Oh, this bridge I really like. So these are all sus chords. This is a D sus to E sus to the E flat. I really like this. I think this is the second thing that I wrote after the chorus. I feel like that's a lot of the ways that I work sometimes. So I'll write, honestly, bridge first, or like in this case, a bridge second. I think I actually wrote the chords to the bridge first on this one. Like, I had the melody for the chorus, but I was like, I couldn't figure out the chords right away, so I'm like, okay, skip it. I'm just gonna write the bridge. I don't know. I think writing the bridge is honestly, like, writing it first is a good idea because it sets up the contrast. It's like, okay, this is the idea that's going to contrast everything else. This is what I have to stay away from. Like, I think it makes it easier to work that way, which is kind of ironic. But the limitations, at least for me, it really does make it easier to work. It's like, okay, I did this rhythm in the bridge, and I have these chords in this way, this harmonic rhythm, so I have to not do that anywhere else, so that it contrasts. Because if I write it the same, it's not going to stick out. Also, I have a formula I'm noticing of minor in the verse, major in the chorus, which I didn't do for the one that I wrote today, which is going to come out tomorrow. I know it's confusing now. I'm a day off. Okay, let's go back and listen to some individual elements. We can talk about chords here too, if I can remember. Oh yeah, this is an E sus, and then B minor, A minor, A minor, C. Pretty standard, and this the da da da. This minor's, I guess what would it be? I guess the word for an A minor, or actually in G. So it's minor 2, minor 3, 4. I do the same thing in, I think it's day 5, the song from day 5, that I use that same chord progression in the bridge. So there's a little fun fact. But it's a totally different rhythm, so it's kind of interesting to take the same chord progression but put it in a different context. Like, I don't know how many people would notice, unless it was pointed out to them that that's the same exact chord progression. Yeah, I really like this one. Oh, I did this. This is really cool. I did the piano that I couldn't figure out the other day, where I wanted like one piano take on the left, one piano take on the right. I couldn't figure it out on that song, so I just used a delay. Figured it out here. Let's listen to this pretty close. This is a really cool effect. So that's just the left. And now I have the two, kind of like a double tracking of the piano. And then one left, one right. I really like that. Here's the synths on the verse. We have this piano and then this synth. Just kind of fill the space in behind. You really don't notice it, but just there to kind of fill it out. And then here are the two. I have this like sawtooth pad, I think, and then the organ, and the piano melody. That's what started this whole thing. Is just randomly thought of that. I'm just sitting on the couch one day, and I was like, "It'd be a good melody." Okay, I think that's about it. Oh, also on this one, I was not feeling good about my mixing skills. I don't know why. I think it's because I spent a long time on this one. Again, I spent 2 days on it. So at the end of the second day, I was like, man, this just does not sound very good. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like when I take off all the plugins. When I just take off all the EQ and comp that I did. And you can see, or you can hear the difference. It's pretty stark. Right. That's pretty crazy, though. So I am feeling much better. And I'm pretty good at mixing. At least I'm a lot better than I thought. At the time. And then I took off all the plugins and I was like, oh, okay, no, this is a big difference. Like, I really did something. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Goodbye.